Giants are in a full rebuild. The rebuild got started 2 years too late because of what happened in that first season, winning the playoff game. Now, really, is when Joe Schoen and Brian Daboll get their hands on this roster and totally make it theirs.
Reported defensive coordinator Wink Martindale.
According to reports, Martindale lashed out at head coach Brian Daboll after 2 defensive assistants were fired.
Following breaking news here on CBS Sports HQ, Saquon Barkley is reportedly going to the Philadelphia Eagles on a 3-year deal.
The Giants are going to have a bad season, period.
This year, I think they're going to be 9-8 or 10-7. Wow.
over Bo Nix, and then they gave him surrounding pizza.
This is what you work all season for. This is why you lift all them weights. This is why you do all that shit.
We're back. For over 240 days, we've waited for the return of the New York Football Giants. And after an off-season of plenty of drama, we're finally at the doorstep of the 2024 season. From the staff to the sidelines, you can see the changes that were made to justify one of the worst seasons in the history of this franchise, where we had an entire year slip away from the opening kickoff in prime time against Dallas. But here we are, 1 year later, and the Giants find themselves back to opening week with a lot of voices asking questions. What's your identity going to be now that you lost your franchise running back, Saquon Barkley? But the truth hurts, and the truth is, sorry if you thought we were going to collapse, but we're still moving chains. After a disgusting year from the offensive line that set records and failure that we didn't even know exist, Joe Schoen spent the offseason addressing the biggest hole on this team, making solid moves up front that give this offense a chance to stay on the field for the first time in a long time, show some fucking life. But for the 6th season, whatever this team is going to be this year is going to be on the shoulders of Daniel Jones. After multiple injuries from being knocked on his ass before he could even blink, Daniel Jones' 23 season ended with an injury that would put most guys out for a year. But ahead of schedule, and facing his final drive if this team goes backwards, we're all out of excuses, and it's time to answer the call of being the guy that you paid you to be, the franchise. Up front, with weapons all over the field, the Giants have pieces on offense to respond when they get punched in the mouth, being led by a generational wide receiver in Malik Neighbors. With talent around him that can stretch this field in a heartbeat, we're gonna light your ass up! Despite all the talk about what the Giants don't have, they don't say shit about a Shane Bowen-led defense with talent on all 3 levels. Dexter, Kayvon, and the addition of All-Pro Brian Burns, the Giants have their best pass rush in years. A formula that takes you deep into the playoffs. With the anchor in the heart of this defense being middle linebacker Bobby Okereke, we're surrounded by playmakers like McFadden, Simmons, with Banks, Flott, and Pinnock, and the best-rated safety in this draft, Tyler Newman, for a young and hungry defense full of dogs. But all that dirt and the bullshit that they throw on this team doesn't mean a fucking thing. They mock our quarterback and use this franchise like a punchline, like we're a fucking joke. We're sick of it. You're the New York Football Giants. Show some Giants pride. It's the 100th season of a cornerstone franchise. And for the last 10 of those 100 years, this team has been a disappointment and drifts further away from what we know and expect from that logo. This Sunday, the New York Giants take the field for their 100th opening day. In our house, in front of generations of Giants fans who've seen every high and low this franchise had to offer. And despite a decade of misery, we're still standing. We're still bleeding blue. We're here because that's what it means to be Giant. The logo, the pride, it's everything. We're coming home to play a wounded Vikings team and a perfect opportunity to show those who disrespect this franchise that this team heard who you think they are. And for 60 minutes on Sunday, Minnesota's the first team to find out you fucked up when you counted out these Giants. We're healthy, hungry, and coming out swinging at the century point of this franchise. This season belongs to you if you want it. Take it. Giant fan, get up. Our house, our history, on a mission to get back where we belong. Remind them they forgot about blue. Believe in the New York Football Giants. Get ready to bring it with no mercy. Giants pride for 60 minutes. We're coming with it. Fuck them up. Let's go.